Hey, happy bonus Wednesday. Aren't you lucky? It's a rainy, shitty day. Uh, I shouldn't do this now. I won't have any content for a happy Thursday video. I may have to improvise. I was talking with Will on the phone a little while ago. You know, he's okay. He's hanging out with his 4,000-pound black girlfriend. His wife knows about it. Don't worry. I'm not saying anything that's going to get him in trouble. I won't be the cause of his divorce or anything. I really got to do something with this. But I was telling him I saw something funny, and it reminded me of some things I had forgotten about. Uh, I went on Google to look for a phone number for Xfinity, to call Xfinity. So I got all my service, 5G phone service, internet, Wi-Fi, all that shit, even my TV. Through Xfinity, but it's weird how that's set up. It's through Xfinity, but it's DirecTV through AT&T. Don't ask me why that works that way, but it does. Streaming. So anyway, when you go on Google, it comes up, feed all news articles. So I scroll with sports, world news, this and that, a few different things. And I saw something. I said, wow, that's right. I forgot all about that. An article that came up from Hot Rod. I guess the Hot Rod Power Tour is going to be coming up pretty soon. I said, oh yeah, that's right, the Power Tour. The one where Sanford can't drive his car in the Power Tour, because let's face it, he don't have a driver's license. And around close to home, like I said, in those parts, I got two cousins in Tennessee. So many unlicensed drivers. They don't, even though he's been arrested twice already since he's been in Tennessee. There's so many, I got two cousins there, they say, Brian, man, there's so many unlicensed drivers. I saw it on the news one time, quite a few, mostly southern states. They're so tired of the process, having to arrest people, lock them up, get them to court in front of a judge. They just write them a citation now as if you got a speeding ticket, you pay it and pay it by mail or whatever and go about your merry way. And cops keep seeing you, him again, as long as you're not speeding, doing something stupid. They don't even want to waste their time writing you a ticket anymore. So around your little community, you're pretty safe. But from what I understand, that Power Tour, they're going to travel quite a distance, I don't know, 1,000 miles, something like that. They travel through a couple of states or whatever. Now it's a whole different story out on the road, far away from home. A car could break down the side of a road. Sanford's cars, they break down. A cop could pull up, hey, you okay? They look. This car got legal plates on it, got legal tags on it. You got his driver's license. He may not be so lucky far away from home. That's why he don't get involved in he doesn't get involved in any racing. For a big car guy, hot rod guy, you notice he doesn't really get involved in anything. A lot of tracks, I know New England Dragway, down in Englishtown, at least when I went, even to this day, New England Dragway, you don't have a valid driver's license, they're not going to let you on that track. No way. It happened one time. Track worker got fired. He had a friend that lost his license for a DUI, and he was a regular. People knew the guy. He was there like almost every weekend. And he got caught for a DUI, lost his license for like a year. Goes there with his car, and they check you. They check your credentials when you show them they want to see your license. They check out your car. If it's something fairly new and it looks good, they're not going to go through it 100%. But if your car looks kind of now they really start checking shit out on it. And I've seen a lot of cars get turned away. And a track worker there was his friend. He knew he didn't have his license. He let him slide. And believe it or not, there were some guys in the car community that aren't very well liked, a little ways into the day. So, hey, that guy lost his license. What? Look at me racing. He was approached. He was told to leave. And his friend, that was a track worker there that let him in, to attack. He was fired right on the spot. So, Sanford doesn't get involved in a lot of things to do with racing cars because, he can't, He can't even be a pizza delivery boy like he was in New York in his 13.9-second Mustang. And I said, yeah, that's right. Is that Power Tour coming up again? Let me know. He had Al take the MC Hammer car. You know what they're saying? No good deed goes unpunished, Ask Al, he'll tell you. Ask a lot of people, they'll tell you. And then more things started coming. I said, yeah. Whatever happened? The Charger came to mind. The Charger was going to go on the Power Tour. But he had all kinds of problems with it. And then, bent frame and this, that, body work. But he didn't fix any of it. He had that guy, Super Ron Osborne. I remember that guy. He was a stuntman. He did a lot of crazy shit on some TV show. It's fucking hysterical. It was a funny guy. You could tell it was a dummy flying off the motorcycle and shit. It was fucking hysterical. And yeah, his buddy Super Ron, he went there, fixed everything for him. He was supposed to go back and paint it, but he never did. And at that time, I remember thinking, that guy probably woke up one day and said, why the fuck am I going over there and doing all this work on that guy's car and all he's doing is fucking running his mouth about what's going to be done, but he ain't fucking doing it. Fuck you. And he walked away. I can't say I blame the guy. And then it reminded me of how Sanford, once again, wasn't going to take the Charger in the power tour. That guy in Canada, I know very, very little about him. For what I understand, he does like 4-door to 2-door conversions with cars. And what I understand, he gets things done. Gets things done. Sanford don't talk to him anymore either, He's doing that guy a favor, okay? Whoever you are in Canada, Sanford's doing you a favor, believe me. Friends like him, who needs enemas? He'd only use you, for what he could get from you, to get content. And I said, well, what's going to happen this year? Is there going to be another power tour? Sanford or any of them going to be entering their cars in this event? And then I thought, well, No Show Nationals. Is there going to be another No Show Nationals? It's going to be sponsored by the AHRA. I thought it was dead again. I thought Dallas shut it all down. AHRA, let's face it, it's been a lame duck since the 80s. I know of at least 2 occasions where it went bankrupt, shut down, no more AHRA. Someone bought it, reorganized it, restructured it, tried to get it up and running. It failed again, then it failed again. But hey, I guess some guys try. And even in its heyday, which wasn't really much of a heyday back in the 60s, early 70s, AHRA was never anywhere near the IHRA, and forget about being anywhere near the NHRA. It was never going to happen. I know we're sponsoring it, but now I heard it's dead. Dallas said it's, hey, people, we have our lives, and some people, I guess, have priorities, and they have more important things in life than anything to do with, racing cars, YouTube, Facebook, anything, So I thought the AHRA was dead. Now that, Dallas walked away. Was Big Wilbur in charge of the AHRA now? Is he going to make the boo-boo better? Has Wilbur ever entered into that event, come to think of it? No Show Nationals. He's not going to race that Roadrunner he yanked out of the woods. He was going to restore and drive to Carlisle a few years ago. What I understand, it was a shit show. Some few decent cars you could call hot rods. The rest of it was, people racing their fucking Chrysler minivans, Ford F-150 trucks, junk. Miss Titty Nipples was there on his mini bike, and it was one big shit show. And I remember saying, as I saw a few clips people put up. I said, man, it's like a fucking ghost town. No fucking spectators at all. Somebody said, oh no, the spectators are in the pits working on the cars. I said, really? Guys are dragging their hot rods, their race cars out there to race, and they need spectators to come and work on their cars for them. They don't know how to work on their own cars. Really? Really? Wow. And then what's up with that 500 sub rule? You got to have 500 subs. I think I said this a long time ago. But that's what you need to get monetized now, 500, something like that? See, I don't know much about that because I don't give a fuck about it. It doesn't affect me. I don't want anything from here. But that whole thing with 500 subs. You mean tell me some guy that's got a nice car, he's proud of it, it runs good, and he wants to go and participate and have some fun and meet up with other car guys. Oh, no, you can't come, don't have 500 subs. And I heard these guys were all, hey, so-and-so wants to race, you don't have 500 subs. You're like a pack of fucking wolves running to people's channels to throw as many subs at them as they could so they could be eligible. I think a lot of the backstory to that went beyond just racing to put on an event. It was to try to get people monetized to make money on here. It's all about the fucking money. It's always all about the money on here. Fucking funny. So what's coming up with these 2 events? I think it's pretty safe to say Sanford won't be, participating in any of it. Once again, once he's got a car, he's going to try to find another driver for it, He won't do it himself. I often wondered about that. A big-time car guy, You know, cars. Never owned just a regular garage with a couple of bays, couple of lifts, and a few gas pumps out front. And sold batteries and tires off the rack, you know, and did oil changes, tune-ups, maybe an engine swap, you know, repair work, mufflers, brake shot, anything to do mechanical with cars, you know. Never owned any of that. Never a transmission shop. Coffee shop, a hookah bar, pizza delivery boy. When he finally got his hands on his own magazine as editor-in-chief and be the big head honcho, lasted the first 3 issues and failed, and he walked away from that. So anyway, with these events coming up, has there been a lot of chatter on here? Who all these guys are that, you know, have their big bad hot rods going to be entering, competing in? Let me know. Let me know. And I'm killing some time here on a rainy, shitty day after I was talking to Will for a little bit. And I even told Will, I was actually talking, what I'm talking about now, I was talking about with Will. I said, man, maybe I should have saved this for tomorrow. Now I'm not going to have any fucking content. But maybe I'll have a little something. I got to get to the VTH tomorrow. I'll have a little bit of time. But I'm not sure I'll have any content. So I told Will, there's something I'm going to be doing tonight for me and Auntie Billy. So maybe I'll do a little something tonight and save it to just upload it real quick before I head off to the VTH. It might be a little bit off the wall, a little bit abstract. Off subject matter. But just to be able to put up something. You know what I'm saying? So, I guess that's about it. So until then.